What's up, my brother? Mr. Tenapicer just dropped the new characters and a new event medal set. So the big question is this event medal good or not? Should you grind it? Should you skip it? And which unit benefit the most? So enough yapping and let's start medaling. What are event medals? For new players, these medals right here are limited time medals. Once they disappear, you cannot get them again unless Bandai decides to rerun them and you swipe that credit card. Okay, once they rerun, you have to pay for it. And I know most of you don't want that, right? So when event medals drop, even if you don't use them right away, it's smart to collect them because one day, okay, one day, my brother, a new unit may come out and suddenly the medal becomes broken for that unit. Trust me, brother, medals age like wine for real, unless they will give us a better one. But something mid today might become meta tomorrow. Remember that. We got two medals. It's Sentomaru and Genie or Genie. Genie. Yeah, let me know in the comments how you pronounce that though. Alright, let's start with Sentomaru. Sentomaru medal. When you or an ally captures treasure, recovers 2% HP. Sounds small, right? Yeah, just like... Nah, kidding aside. But here's why it matters. Some units rely on staying above 50% HP to nullify status effects, right? Even a tiny heal can save you, especially defenders who are constantly tanking hits on treasure, right? So that is still a W. So while waiting and your ally captures treasure, you will recover 2% HP. If two of your teammates are trying to capture the treasure, you will get 4% increase. That is helpful at some point. Not the best, but still helpful. Next is Genie or Genie medal. When you down an enemy, reduce skill 2 cooldown by 4%. If you down 2, 8%. Down 3, 12%. Down 4, 16%. So good at math. And suddenly you were spamming skills non-stop, brother. Well, if you down the enemy, but if you're getting down, then you're cooked. But this medal is really good for attackers, defenders, and even aggressive runners at some point. Now let's jump into medal tags. Is it good, mid, or worth it? But to be honest, we only get 2, which sucks at some point. We have the egghead tag, which gives us skill 1 cooldown reduction by 20%. Also, the other tag gives us reduced damage taken by 10% when no allies near treasure. Not crazy, but not trash either. It won't replace your strongest meta sets or strongest medals that you've been using right now. But if you need cooldown focused medals, this is actually good at some point. An alternative option. I'm not saying this is the best for skill 2 cooldown, but this will be your alternative, especially for players who lack with skill 2 cooldown reduction medals. This is a very good alternative. And also for new players who kind of need a skill 2 cooldown reduction. Now remember, not everyone has all the medals out there. Some players are new, F2P, or rebuilding their account, or they created a new account and trying to build it. For them, yeah, this might be helpful. Now you ask, what should be the third medal? For me personally, if I'm using this for runners, I will go for Red Taro medal. Why? When you capture the treasure, reduce the cooldown time of skill 2 by 8%. I think that is good. Really good pair for this medal sets right here. And if I'm putting it on an attacker or defender, I go and yeah, I'm gonna use Buggy Jiro medal. 13% cooldown boost on skill 2 is really good and helpful. Also, it will be global. When I say global, even though you're outside the treasure area, you will get the cooldown reduction speed of skill 2 by 13%, as long as when your team has less treasure secured. That is very helpful and useful at some point. You can also use this Shanks medal right here if you prefer 5% damage reduction. Still a W, but cooldown is more valuable for me though. Since Genie is for skill 2 cooldown, I might just try to boost that even more. And yes, let's be real, we're building these medals because we want those rainbow diamonds, right? If you 9-star the medal, you get 5 diamonds each. Total of 10. I'm so good at math. Free gems or free diamonds, worth it. Automatically worth it. But in the mission, in the event, we can already get a stats. In Genie or Genie's medal, we can get the Paramecia increase attack by 18%. I mean, when the equipped character is character type Paramecia. Not just 18%, if you're gonna check the extra trait, you can also get 18% HP and 18% defense. That is really, really good. And for Sentomaru, we can get the attack increased by 18% if the character type is Navy. And I think it's okay. If you are using a Navy character, it is good. Also, yeah, you can get 18% HP and 18% defense, which is very, very good. So if you're using Kizaru, this is good. Not just Kizaru, but a Navy character. Where do these medals shine the most? For the runner, it's usable, but not the best, okay? It's not the best, my brother. If I were you, if you're gonna use a runner, go for capture speed. That is a must when it comes to a runner. Just go ahead and put capture speed, because as a runner, you have to capture those treasures, okay? But if you don't have any option and you want to spam that skill too, then yeah, this is a good alternative at some point, but not the best for runners, okay? Next is defender. I think it's a strong choice for a defender, but not every defender, okay? For example, Kuzan. If you're gonna use Kuzan, of course, this will be good for Kuzan at some point. Not the strongest metal set to use for Kuzan, but still a good alternative. Again, I repeat, this metal set is not the best. I'm not saying that like you should use this metal, okay? This is an alternative metal set. So yeah, for a defender, I think this is really, really good for a temporary medal. For attacker, also good for skill spam. If you really need that skill to cooldown reduction, then yeah, you can use this. Again, if you don't have the old metal set, then yeah, this is a very, very good alternative. And again, it really depends on your playstyle. If you love skill 2 or if you love to spam that skill 2, then yeah, you can use this as an alternative if you don't have the old ones. If you don't have a bare metal set, yeah, again, this is temporary, okay? Take note on that one. Alright, my brother, so that's the breakdown for the new event medals. Tell me in the comments, is this medal W, mid, or L? But at the end of the day, my brother, it's your choice. If you think it fits in your playstyle, then go for it. And if you don't have any medal set and you think this will help you, then go for it. If you want this as your temporary medal set, go for it, okay? Nothing is stopping you, nothing or no one is forcing you to use this metal set, okay? Alright, so that's it for this video, my brother. You know the drill. Stay salty, stay awesome, and salty rock. Now signing off.